Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful, ooh, so grateful. Thank you, oh, thank you. I'm so grateful, ooh, so grateful. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
And that was Ginger Coyle. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Welcome, welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are delighted that you have joined us this morning. I am Reverend Michael, and please repeat after me. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and healing. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace. And just let that all in. Well, it's a beautiful spring day. The sun is shining. We're here as a spiritual community together to just be together and uplift each other and just celebrate spring and all the new birth and all the wonderful things that are happening. We have practitioner ministers around the room that is holding consciousness. And what that means is they know the spiritual principles. They know the truth of the divine. So if you have something you want to just let go of, here's your big chance. Just let it go and they'll take it because they know the truth. And we'll just be here in this beautiful spring day. We have so many people in support of this service, and it started with our pastoral support is Reverend Julie Fisher, and she'll be putting things into the chat box and keeping everything, all the information you may need. We have Reverend Al, that is our third practitioner. He holds consciousness for the service. We have Kathy Miller, who's our second prac, and she'll be taking all the prayer requests and managing the prayer requests and the prayer list throughout this week. And our first practitioner is the other intro minister for the Center for Conscious Living, my prayer partner, friend, and someone I'm delighted to do these services with, and that is Reverend Paul Hoyt. And he's going to start us off with an opening invocation.
Thank you, Reverend Michael. If everyone will take a nice deep breath, relaxing into this moment right here, right now, letting everything go, feeling that presence of the divine, feeling that perfection, feeling that joy, feeling that unconditional love, knowing that this service is completely guided from that space of love, from that divine love. Knowing that Reverend Michael is a beacon, a light, is the voice of God, that he steps aside and lets the divine flow through. And that flow washes over the congregation in peace and joy, awakening, enlivening, inspiring the congregation, knowing the truth of the word, knowing that this entire service flows with the perfection of God. Know that Ginger, lovely Ginger Coyle, sings with the voice of God, and that the divine is playing the guitar, that the divine is flowing through us all, expressing this divinity, this love, this peace, this freedom, knowing that we are here because of that divine joy and love, that we relax into it, letting go everything that is not of the divine, basking in this service, knowing that it is the activity of God, that we are here by divine appointment, by divine love, just to bask and enjoy this beautiful service in all its glory and all its wisdom, all of its peace and all of its love. And in this love and peace we say, and so it is.
So it is. And we welcome Ginger back with a beautiful song.
Puppy. So when I do this song, I like to include an Om chant. So if we take a deep belly breath and go into an Om for 4 counts. So again. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved and set me free. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Chant Om twice. Twas grace that taught my soul to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Back to the Om. saved and set me free. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. One last deep breath. Oh.
Ginger, that was beautiful. Thank you for just setting that beautiful intention for today. Thank you so much. I'd like to invite Reverend Paul back up, and he will be doing today's inspirational reading, followed by our affirmation, which will be in the chat.
Let me do something first. There we go. So, 365 Science of Mind. Read it every day by Ernest Holmes. The reading today is 101, number 2. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Psalm 11:19. Life is an adventure in which we never know what is going to happen just beyond the turn of the road. But too often, our today is filled with regrets over the past. If we could convince ourselves that the limitations of the past need not be carried into the future, what a happy outlook we would have. One of the understanding things that Jesus taught us was that the mistakes of yesterday can be canceled. That God's creation is always taking place. And no matter what the experience of yesterday may have been, they can be changed. Jesus didn't seem to think that this change required months, years of steadfast effort. Unlike those around him, he knew that God, or the divine spirit, wished only good for everyone. He knew that we are all rooted in pure spirit, in perfect life, and that at any moment we can so unify ourselves with the power of good that the evil will disappear from our experience. And so it is.
So it is.
So if you'll read with me the affirmation, it should be in the chat room. This spring is the presence of the Almighty Divine. My presence, with a clear mind and a grateful heart, I welcome the manifestations of all the good life has to offer for myself and my beautiful spiritual community. And so it is.
And so it is. Well, this time last week, I got an extra song out of Norman, but I know now I can't do that again 2 weeks in a row. So our talk today is on springing forward into this beautiful, loving time. And most of us only need to look out the window to see how beautiful it is, and that spring is just a time for new birth, for a celebration of life, for just an absolute celebration of so many things. And for myself, in true to CCL fashion, I would like to see us put up some hearts if you need a hug. So today's theme going along with this is hugs. So you go to your reactions and hit a heart, and we'll send you a virtual hug. And my first hug is going to go out to my teacher for both practitioner and ministerial class, and that's Reverend Dr. Carol Lawson, who joined us, and I am just so delighted. The founding minister of the Center for Conscious Living, and a beautiful gift. So my hug goes to you, Reverend Carol, and I'll have plenty of them for many people. So spring and the spring equinox, there's beautiful blooming, there's warm weather to expect, there's longer days, there's rebirth of new life and creativity. Going into spring with a grateful heart is one of the gifts that we can do. We can just open it up and say, I'm blessed by this beautiful spring and I welcome all of its blessings. When we are blessed by seeing a flower bloom, we can also think of things we're grateful for. So if I see a flower bloom, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my spiritual community. I'm grateful for people in my life, my family. I'm grateful for my home, my pets. There's so many things to be grateful for. And then spring is a wonderful time to just embrace this newness and start it off with a grateful heart. Dr. Joe Dispenza says, gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. So if we're well into gratitude, we're open to receiving. Gratitude also turns what we have into enough. How significant is that? With a grateful heart, we feel that we have enough in life and we can wish for more. Gratitude is also a powerful catalyst to happiness. So it's something that we've all learned here at the Center for Conscious Living, and we continue to relearn in our life, that we can open each day with gratitude. I literally put it on my phone's calendar, and every day it says, God, I am grateful for, and I start my day with consistently saying things I'm grateful for. And it just sets such a beautiful mindset for me. It just welcomes me to this beautiful day, to this beautiful community, which was part of my thankfulness this morning for my meditation. So many things to be thankful for. We're going to see blooming trees. That's a whole lot of blossoms to be thankful for. So we can think in larger portions. We can think, thank you for our spiritual community. Thank you for my ancestors. Thank you for my family. Thank you for all the abundance of friends. Thank you for all the abundance in my life. Thank you for all the gifts, known and unknown. Thank you for all the good that's coming into my life. Living in that expectancy of so much good and greater good. So as we move into thankfulness, sometimes we might get a little stuck. And Ashante says, everything you blame, you're stuck with. Bless it. Wish it its own freedom, and it will be very powerful in the way that it will not come back to you. If you don't wish it well, the energy will just have the magnetically drawn back to you in a way because it is looking for resolution. All negative energy that's inherited is there because it's looking for resolution. So bless it and send it on its way. For we need, not only do we have a gratitude practice, but we have a forgiveness practice available to us. And sometimes it's as easy as just letting go and letting God. But to build up that practice, sometimes we can start off with simple things like the person that might cut you off or someone that's been rude. If we learn, and I do practice this, to go right into forgiveness, we don't have to stew in anything, and we can move into greater awareness of all the blessings that are available to us, all the magnificent good and greater good that we get to celebrate in life. There's one quote, and it's from an anonymous person, and it says, if you understood just how frequently people cope by projecting, you would learn to take absolutely nothing personal. We are pretty much our own little universe. And I know I've had my own regrets in projecting, and I have to go back and forgive myself, and that's beautiful too. That's a beautiful, if we can develop an instantaneous forgiveness for ourselves where we may have done something and about to judge ourselves, but go right into, I forgive myself. Because all we need to know is the truth, that we already are that truth. So this practice of just letting things go so freely and easily is just a present to us, an absolute blessing. We can simply say, I release the past and allow love to heal every area of my life. A popular affirmation that we work with so many affirmations. So let the things go. Start with the smaller ones and just surrender it, release it to the divine. And that's how we can be more present. And that's a focus of today. Spring forward, just allowing ourselves to be present in all the bountiful and unlimited blessings. There's something very interesting about being present. I think we were designed to be present, not only when we're present and we're in presence in the divine living and breathing us, but our breath, if we live consciously and we just pay attention to our breath, it brings us right into this presentness. It brings us right into being present, being whole. Just breathe. Just take a breath now and know that you're present. This is the presence. And in this, oh, I certainly want to just welcome all bountiful and unlimited blessings. When I jump into the present moment, I'm going to fully embrace all the good and greater good. I'm just going to think of what I'm thankful for, and anything in the way, I'm going to simply let it go. For these are practices, and yes, they're practices that we do and will probably do as long as we're in this incarnation. Because it's part of this master plan, which is good, and I'll just take the divine's word for it. And so I get to live in this blessings. So Ernest Holmes says, spirituality is a natural goodness. God is not a person. God is a presence personified in us. Spirituality is not a thing. It is the atmosphere of God, present, goodness, truth, and beauty. We're not separate in any way by the divine. We are with the divine. We are one in the divine. Leonard Cohen, writer and wrote Hallelujah and many, many songs, says, if you don't become the ocean, you become seasick every day. What a powerful quote. If we don't know every day that we are one with the divine, that every breath we take is the divine breathing us, that every person we get to experience is also part of that plan and is one with the divine. That we are here in the presence of so much magnificent divinity and so much magnificent good and greater good, that it's truly a blessing. So here's more hugs. Hugs for people, because we are a spiritual community and we are blessed by your presence. We are blessed by our presence as a spiritual community. I got to write this week's affirmation, which is a little perk, and if you ask me, of the job. And I wrote, this spring in the presence, and Paul already read this, but this spring in the presence of the Almighty Divine, my presence, that oneness, with a clear mind and a grateful heart, I welcome the manifestation of all good life has to offer for myself and my beautiful spiritual community. We come here on Sunday to be here for each other, to create a sacred space for our soul already knows love, and it draws us here so we can deepen into our love for each other, our love for life, and just hold the consciousness that truly uplifts each one of us, just holds us in this sacred space. Now that's rebirth. That's bringing forward. That's allowing magnificent blessings to exist in our life by being present in this truth. Pema Cauldron, who is that American nun that is a Buddhist, says, you are the sky, everything else is the weather. How powerful is that? I'll add to that. You are the divine. Everything else is just else. Everything else is just whatever. For you are the divine. And the best thing, one of the best things about being the divine is that you are divine with so many people right here and right now in this beautiful, loving community. This beautiful, loving community that our wonderful and beautiful Reverend Carol created. And that we are here to just celebrate each other and be in this unlimited and bountiful blessings. Ernest Holmes says, a constant realization of the presence of spirit will provide a sense of divine companionship that no other attitude can produce. Don't be alone. Don't ever think you're alone. You're one with the divine. We are never alone. The divine is always here. And if you need something, reach out to the divine, and I promise you, so many things will be coming your way. So what is it? And this is my friend Mary Law. What is it that you want God to know? Take a moment, right here and right now. What is it that you want God to know? And just breathe in that. Now, what do you think God wants you to know? And be present in that. Because God is love. God is all these divine virtues. There's no condition in God. There's no ego. There's none of that. It's pure love. It is our divine superpower. And the creator is the divine, created this love for us to just be, to recharge ourselves, to rejuvenate each and every moment, to give us opportunity to fall deeper and deeper in love with ourselves in a loving, nurturing way. Not in an ego way, in that loving, nurturing, caring, wow, look, I get to live. I get to experience. My soul gets to progress. My being continues to move onward, upward, Godward. I am one connected with this most beautiful grace. And I am one that's connected with this most beautiful community. So let's talk about something you might want right now. What's something? Just go inside. What's something that you may want for yourself? Don't think about how to will it. Don't think about how to create it. Just as a child, what says what they want unabashedly, what is it that you want? Abraham Hicks says, find something that makes you happy and think about it a lot. That sounds like a plan. So think about this thing you want. Hear it. Hear it's if that you want a new car. Hear, oh, what a beautiful new car. I love my new car. A new home. Feel it. I love the feel of this home. I love all my views. See it. I love the location. I love the colors. I love what I've created here. Awaken all your senses to this thing you want. And just breathe in it. knowing it is the divine's good grace to manifest it for us. Okay, now as a spiritual community, I want you to just think, feel that whatever everybody here is thinking and wanting, that it is manifesting. We're going to supercharge our heart's desires here and now by everybody just knowing that everybody present here is getting exactly the bountiful blessings their heart desires. Put that love, put your superpower of love behind it. See beautiful things happening to this beautiful community. Hear beautiful things said by this beautiful community. See this wonderful community expanding. See us virtually hugging each other and just enjoying each other. And just knowing this Sunday and all Sundays are for rejuvenating our energy. We have a safe place. We have a loving place. We are blessed by your presence, and we so mean it. Stay with knowing that what this friend of ours and everybody here wants, it's happening in their life. Stay in that beauty, stay in that grace. I'd like to lock this in for the rest of my life, knowing everybody is just receiving joyfully their blessing. So I'd like you to stay with that. And I want to read. This is a prayer treatment for supply by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And you can put your hands over your heart and just listen to each word. I am surrounded by pure spirit, by God, the living spirit. My thought is God thought, and it is the law unto that thing where unto it is spoken. Everything that I do shall be a success. I am led, guided, and inspired by the living spirit of love and of right action. I am compelled to move in the right direction and to always know what to do, where, and how to do it. I am surrounded by right action. I am filled with the consciousness of right action. Right action is success in all that I undertake to do. I am successful in all my undertakings, and I am compensated for all of my efforts. I'm surrounded by substance, which is always taken the form of supply and always manifesting itself to me in the form of whatever my need may be at the time. I always have an abundance of money, an abundance of whatever it takes to make life happy and opulent. There is a conscious movement towards me of supply, of money, of all that I need to express the fullest life, happiness, and action. I have an inner understanding of my place in the universe. I know that it is unique. The divine has not incarnated in anyone else in just the same individual way that it has in me. I am unique and forever individualized. Therefore, I do not need to imitate anyone or to long for the good that belongs to another. All good is now mine, and it is now manifested in my experience. I do not compete with anyone, for I am and remain forever myself. This self is united with all selves, but is always an individual and unique self. There is that in me which all people recognize as worthwhile and desirable, and everyone whom I meet loves the self of mine and recognizes its worth. I draw all forward towards me, and those whom I can benefit and those who can benefit me are irresistibly drawn towards me. I do not strain, will, or coerce. I know the truth makes me free from the fear of poverty or bondage and emancipates me from the thought of limitation. I see that money, like everything else, that is desirable must be a spiritual idea. And I know that I have this idea right in my mind at this moment. I shall always have that idea of abundance. It is mine, and I take it. The opportunity of self-expression and compensation is always open to me, and I am at all times compelled to know, accept, and operate under this opportunity. I am abundant because I am abundance. All that the Mother, Father, God has is mine, and so it is. Amen. Now open your eyes and see all these blessed, beautiful people that we get to share these lovely services with. And I get to now hit hearts because I get to give hugs. I am so happy to become part of this community, and I'm so happy that you'll have me part of this community. And I'm truly grateful for Reverend Carol for creating this community and every person that comes in to be a part of this community. You're loved. You're welcomed. And may you be blessed in so many magnificent and wonderful ways. Thank you. And we have Reverend Julie.
Good morning, everybody. And wow, Reverend Michael, thank you so much for supercharging us today.
My pleasure.
So, here we go. We're going to just join together and bless this offering that we can give through check or Venmo. We'll post all of that. And this does support the supercharging station that is the Center for Conscious Living. So just join me in saying this together. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee. In gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive. And so it is.
So it is. Beautiful. And now we have Ginger Coyle once again.
Yes. And since Dr. Reverend Carol is on the line, I was supposed to be a part of the retirement celebration. Strep throat took over our house. So this goes out to Reverend Carol. It's a song Higher Frequency that I wrote coming out of Foundations class. Everybody's waiting on a revolution. Lift the veil up from the grand illusion. I think first it's gonna take a revelation. Shift our minds and consciously awaken to the positivity human beings should be. Full of love and light and inner peace. Vibrate to a higher frequency. Higher, higher, higher. When I was young, I looked for love in empty places. I got myself into some situations. Now I've grown, I know my past does not define me. And all the love I could ever need is here inside of me. It took so long for me to see. It was waiting here for me. The love, the light, the inner peace. Watch me while I vibrate to a higher frequency. Higher, higher, search of every explanation, but be aware of your own co-creation. Take responsibility for your conditions, and don't forget the power of your own volition. There is joy just as there is pain. They are one and the same. It's a choice you choose to make. Choose to vibrate to a higher frequency. Higher, 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 higher. I am love, I am light, I am inner peace. You are love, you are light, you are inner peace. Come on now. We are love, we are light, we are inner peace. Be the love, be the light, be the inner peace.
Yes. That was wonderful. That was your foundations project. I
Yes.
loved foundations.
I did too.
And people I went through foundations with, we even went through practitioner and then on to ministerial. So it's
Wow.
amazing. Foundation is truly a foundation.
It really is.
Oh
Thank you for
my heavens.
supercharging. That was just what I needed.
Yes,
So
and that song was for all of us. So we're here to welcome new visitors, and we're welcoming and blessing ourselves as well. So please hold up your hands, hold up your heart, and repeat after me. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community. We open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God within you. We celebrate the joyous being that you are. You're a radiant point of light. We are blessed by your presence. Welcome home. Yes. And we also have something that's called the Mastermind God Covenant. So I will give you your responses. Knowing there is a power, intelligence, and wisdom greater than my own, and knowing it is responsive to my every thought, word, action, feeling, say aloud, I acknowledge. Surrendering to the power of the mastermind consciousness and knowing I am guided and assisted past any limited perception to God's truth within, now say, I surrender. Knowing forgiveness is the key to change, I now forgive myself and others for all mistaken judgments, and I open the door to unconditional love by saying, I forgive. Realizing my life is the creation of my own thought, I now choose to fill my mind with thoughts that are positive, loving, and beautiful. And I allow my life to reflect that choice by saying, I choose. Holding the consciousness for the Center for Conscious Living, we now thank God for the continuing prosperity of the Center for Conscious Living and for everyone. For myself, I now go within to the silence of my mind as I ask for my own specific request, knowing the universe always says yes. Repeat after me, I accept. With a grateful heart and knowing that all I asked in the name of the mastermind is now given to me, I say Thank you, God. And you can repeat after me these words. The love of God unfolds me. The mind of God inspires me. The Spirit of God enlightens me. The power of God encircles me. I am in God and all is well, for I'm enthusiastic, excited, expected, and at peace. And together we can say, I'm grateful God has heard you. I like that too. That's so great. Okay, let's go right into this season for peace and nonviolence. And I think our representative is Kathy Miller.
Good morning, everybody. Happy spring. Oh, Reverend Michael, you're just rocking it today. Let me tell you, I am so happy. So the subject today is the tranquility of nature supporting peace. So John Muir, the environmentalist, reminds us that everybody needs beauty as well as bread, places to play in and pray in, where nature may heal and cheer and give strength to body and soul. Thank you so much, June, for sharing that beautiful quote with me for all of us. When I contemplate the tranquility of nature and the ensuing peace that it brings to me, I first think of one of my most beloved CCL teachers, Reverend Al Bennett, who taught me and countless others how to appreciate, love, be one with, and find the peace of the divine by being in nature and appreciating her majesty. Thank you, Reverend Al, for sharing your wisdom and the many lessons of Pachamama you bring to so many of us. Our eternal gratitude as we continue to walk the red road together. In this season of nonviolence, smack dab in what we trust is the tail end of the pandemic, nature and all of her splendor are sometimes the only connection we have to one another. The natural world is the common thread that unites us and can bring us great peace of mind if we stop and observe the beauty that surrounds us. This can be a simple practice. Spiritual master Emmett Ray tells us, be like a lotus. Let the beauty of your heart speak. Be grateful for the mud, water, light, and air. How simple, how profound. If you're comfortable, please close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath and relax. Imagine with me the peace it would bring to the planet if people all over the world stopped even for a mere 5 minutes each day and observed the natural environment. Envision with me the warring factions in Myanmar lying aside their arms for a brief moment to watch the birds fly through the air and feel a sense of tranquility, a sense of connection with the world around them. See a little girl in North Philadelphia contemplating the lines of ants marching on the sidewalk in an organized fashion with awe and wonder. Remember with me what it's like to walk in the park on a bone-chilling March afternoon and have it begin to lightly sleet on your sleeve, on you. You stop for a moment, remove your face mask, and smell the delightful bouquet of the promise of spring permeating your senses. Feel the connection, sense the tranquility. Breathe into this moment of peace. Here's an excerpt from 20th century author Alberto Carrero, a shepherd who spent most of his life in the countryside, had almost no education, and yet he wrote some of the most beautiful and profound poems in Portuguese literature. I think about this, not like someone thinking, but like someone breathing. And I look at flowers and I smile. I don't know if they understand me or if I understand them, but I know the truth is in them and in me and in our common divinity of letting ourselves go and live on the earth and carrying us in her arms through the contented seasons and letting the wind sing us to sleep. Take some time this week. Connect with nature in whatever way you can. Radiate the tranquility that you feel into the world. You are the light of the world. Send peace into this beautiful planet in honor of Dr. King and Mahatma Gandhi. Now, let's say together the affirmation which we have shared so many times at CCL as we circled around our peace pole. An affirmation which is shared by millions of people around the globe. Please repeat after me. May peace prevail on earth.
May peace prevail on earth.
Namaste.
Namaste. That was simply beautiful, Kathy. Thank you. And it's amazing how things just flow together. So I have some announcements, and first one is Anton, affiliation New Thought Network, is a Save the Day. This is a free event on the 16th of April, which happens to be a Friday, I believe. They're having a virtual spring retreat, and if it's Eastern time, it's 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And more information will be in our mailing next week. If you're familiar with Uda Marie, she has agreed to do another free event. It's a chant session with the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, and that will be on April 2nd at 7 p.m. And I can put the information for Zoom right into the chat now. So the chat room is really good at sharing information. Both Reverend Paul and I are going to continue with 3-minute miracles. If you would like one, simply text us your number and name, and we'll get back to you in the order. We'll do this between 11 and noon, and we're just delighted to be able to do these prayers with you. And in the future, we look forward to doing breakout rooms. And I know it'll be on a topic, it'll be one of the topics at the practitioner meeting. We're still welcoming your 2021 goals and intention sheets, so feel free to send them in, because I'll promise you the practitioner ministers do pray over them. So Dr. Kathy Merlana, in honor of our Reverend Carol, has agreed to put in a Zoom where you can access all of her guided meditations over the last 10 months during this quarantine. So that information is our weekly mailing, which is so full of so much information. Let's see, what else can I share? You know, we have a women's group. Their next meeting is April 10th. And the men's group is April 19th. And Black, Indigenous people of color, their next meeting is April the 25th. Every morning, Reverend Julie does a chant, and that's from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which we're so blessed. I've attended that several times. If you're interested in practitioner studies, just let us know. Call the number at our office. And I think, I think we have another song. And then we'll have Paul.
I just say that, Michael, the chanting is 8 to about 8:25 a.m. It's just short. They're less than half an hour. Beautiful way to start your day.
Oh, thank you, Reverend Carol. And oh, next week we have the Matzah Sisters. So I'm looking forward to it because I've catching it at CCL so many times. So tune in next week because we have our own Reverend Paul as well that will be doing the service. I promise not to stop, Ginger. Go ahead.
Okay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I've got peace in my heart, and I'm gonna let it shine. I've got peace in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. I've got peace in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I've got joy in my mind, and I'm gonna let it shine. I've got joy in my mind, and I'm gonna let it shine. I've got joy in my mind, and I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you, everybody.
Go for
If
it,
you
Paul.
will repeat, if you will repeat after me, I didn't know if you could introduce me. If you'll repeat after me, something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it
And I accept it
just the way that it is.
just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these gifts, we say, yes.
Yes. Hello, all. You're going to mute yourself?
Beautiful, Michael.
Oh, thank you all. What a beautiful gathering.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Spring.
Oh, yeah. Happy spring. Happy
Love
spring.
you all.
Hello. Thank you. Hey.
Reverend Michael, that was a great statement.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey.
What are you doing? Hey.
Oh, look at, oh, kisses. How wonderful.
Oh, yum.
Oh,
There's a heart for you, Avila.
Hi, June.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
good morning and love.
Cassandra.
hi, Paul.
Yes.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, everybody.
Chuck.
Love you all.
Hi, Regina.
Hi,
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 Tim.
Patricia.
Mm.
Hey, Joanne.
See you all.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hey, Money.
Hi, Mary.
Hi,
Hi,
Patricia.
Linda. Hi, June. Hi, Bobby.
Everybody.
Hello, everyone. Alicia and
And
Chuck.
Patricia.
Hi,
Stephen.
Hi, June.
Cheryl.
Love you all.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Hi,
Carol.
Spring.
Ashley.
Hi, Michael.
I love that.
Lynn.
Adorable.
Hi, Renee's granddaughter.
Renee's
Hi,
granddaughter.
Bonnie.
Granddaughter, wow.
Hi, Peggy.
You're beautiful.
Hey, Lorraine. I'm glad you got on.
This.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Cheryl.
Virgie's hiding.
On telephone.
Virgie, Virgie. Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Sarah and Tim.
Hi, everybody. Nice job today. Beautiful message.
How wonderful. Hi,
Debbie.
Linda.
Sarah and Tim, hello. I missed you on St. Patrick's Day, Debbie.
Hello, Patricia Mid-DeMayo.
Abby.
Maybe next year. Hey, Lorraine. Hey.
Hi, June.
Oh, look at that. Look who's there. Hey. Hey, Noah. Right?
Cheryl.
See you all the way in South Dakota.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, sure.
Ginger so much.
Wow, Noah, you're getting so big.
Carol, thank you, everybody. It's so great to see everyone.
It's beautiful music, Ginger. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the music.
Bye. So,
That was
so much
great.
love for everybody. I'll see you next month.
Hi, Avella.
Avella, this heart's for you too.
Thank you.
Hi,
Beautiful.
everybody.
On my screen, that heart's for
Everybody
you.
have a beautiful day. Enjoy this gorgeous day.
Okay.
See you
Georgia,
soon.
where are you coming in from?
Renee.
Hi, everybody.
How
Good to see you,
wonderful.
Renee.
Yes, good to see you, Eve.
Bye.
Hello, Paul.
Lynn.
Hi,
Hi,
Yvette.
June.
Hello.
Michael, that was great. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
I love your energy. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Can you send that treatment, Michael? That was great.
I
That
can
really-
put it on
Oh,
Facebook.
yes, it was.
Post that,
Yes,
please.
It's
And it's
really,
stories.
yes, it's real. Just Ernest Holmes treatment for supply. But I'd be happy to put it in the Facebook
Which
Where
book is
was
it
it?
from?
for CCL. Just
Yeah.
Google it. Just
Oh,
Google
What
it.
page?
Is it in one of his books?
I don't know. No, I got it on the website. There's also people that speak it on the website. It gave me the idea, actually.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love that I, usually try to put together what I'm going to say and speak aloud a little bit, but I loved having to practice that. Like when you're first prac, I usually reread. I read what I'm going to read a couple times, but that it was like just a pleasure reading every time.
Wow. And what website was it from?
I just Googled Ernest Holmes treatment for supply.
No, beautiful.
Supply.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's Ernest Holmes, and that's
Yes.
wonderful to be able to share his material, and it's a beautiful treatment.
Yes.
It's
Love
lovely to
you
see you
all.
this morning, Eve.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How are
Thanks
you?
for joining us, sweetie.
I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I'm doing well.
Oh, good.
I'm
Good.
We'll go for a walk soon. Or a
Yes.
picnic.
Yeah. I got my first shot Friday.
wow.
Saying yes.
Yeah.
I've had both of mine
Nice.
and I had no reaction.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I was
Yeah.
Perfect.
prepared. I had my thermometer and my Tylenol, my blanket, nothing. I
Oh,
was perfect.
wow.
Good.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I'm getting all of that stuff
Excellent.
together.
I'll be over in you guys' area tomorrow. I was wondering if anyone wanted to go for a walk. It's Linda Rica.
Yes, we know it's Linda Rica. Hi. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah. Well, I
Yes.
have a reason to
Every
go
day
over
is
there. And so I was hoping maybe to get to say hello, see, do a walk, social distance walk, whatever you want to do. I've been doing a lot of walks with people and they're just so healthy and enlivening, and oh my God, it's so good to be out.
Wow.
Nature.
together.
Yes.
And that's so rewarding for you to do. Thank you for what,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's time for me to start getting out in the garden. The roses, they're waiting for me.
Roses, you're beautiful.
They're calling you.
They are calling me, absolutely.
Yeah,
I just-
I'll have to
I just
stop
bought
by and see the
3 more
roses.
rose bushes. Like I have no room and I just bought 3 more bushes. I already have a,
Oh,
I think I have
no.
115 or 110
What
bushes.
color are the new ones?
Actually, they're a painter's series. They're kind of pink and yellow mixture.
Oh, I love
Oh, wow, that's got to
Yeah.
be
They're
beautiful.
beautiful.
yes.
Yeah. One is a Camille Pissarro and the
Is
other
that
one is
um
Claude Monet, I think.
Oh,
I don't know. Whatever.
Wow.
Anyway.
wow.
Manifesting masters.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
I
All
just,
right.
I
Wait,
just have a vision of water lilies in my head when you say Monet.
Yeah.
That's Monet.
yes. Okay,
Well, bye, everybody.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Bye,
Happy
June.
spring.
Great day. Love you all.
Love
Eve,
you.
call me.
Bye. All right, where's leave? I'm looking for the leave button. I found the leave button. Love you
Yes.
all. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna end the service. Love yous all.
Bye.
Oh, hello. It's the talking phone. Just want to say thank you. The service always uplifts my spirit and connects me to the truth of who I truly am. So thank you and have a blessed day.
You as well have a blessed day and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you
Voices.
so much, Rev Michael. It was wonderful.
Welcome. And Stephen, you're still there? Hi, Lorraine. I just want to give you like 30 seconds because I'm going to hit the end button. Have a blessed day. It is beautiful. It looks so sunny and it really looks like a spring day. And I'm loving when everything works out like spring.
I know, it just fills me with such gratitude.
Yes, absolutely. All righty.
Yeah, especially. Okay, have a wonderful day. Love you all.
Love you as well.
Bye now. Oh,
All right,
thank
signing
you.
off. Many blessings, beautiful community.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.